Kanye West, the rise, fall, and rebirth of a genius. He was the college dropout who redefined hip-hop, the fashion mogul who turned sneakers into status symbols, and the billionaire who lost it all, not to war or scandal, but to himself. This is the story of Kanye West, a musical genius, a cultural disruptor, and a man caught in the chaos of his own creation. From producing beats in a Chicago bedroom to becoming the most polarizing artist on the planet, this is the rise, fall, and possible rebirth of Kanye West. Chapter 1. The Rise. Kanye Omari. West wasn't built for the sidelines. In the early 2000s, he made his name producing for Rockefeller Records, lacing Jay-Z's The Blueprint with soul samples and chipmunk vocals that no one else dared to try. But Kanye didn't want to stay behind the boards, he wanted the mic. Problem was, nobody believed in him. He was just a producer, too weird, too different, too emotional. Then in 2002, after a near-fatal car crash, he recorded Through the Wire with his jaw literally wired shut, turning trauma into art. That single changed everything. In 2004, he released The College Dropout, flipping rap on its head, no guns, no drugs, just vulnerability, soul, and ambition. From there, Ye went on a streak. Late registration in 2005, graduation in 2007, 808s and Heartbreak in 2008, an album that would inspire Drake, Juice, WRLD, Travis Scott, and a whole generation. He was evolving in real time, and the world couldn't look away. Then in 2010 came what many still consider his magnum opus, My Beautiful, Dark, Twisted Fantasy. Created in self-imposed exile in Hawaii, this wasn't just an album. It was a cinematic, maximalist masterpiece. Critics didn't just like it. They called it one of the greatest albums ever made. It was Kanye at his peak, wounded, raw, but undeniably brilliant. The production was lush, the lyrics confessional, the ambition boundless. With each track, he painted a portrait of fame, ego, isolation, and genius. It wasn't just music, it was a reckoning. And for a moment, the world stood still to listen. Chapter 2. Building an Empire. From 2011 to 2016, Kanye wasn't just making music. He was building a kingdom. He married Kim Kardashian. He launched the Yeezy sneaker brand with Adidas, turning trainers into luxury status. He sold out stadiums. He hosted fashion shows. He said he was a god, and somehow it didn't seem that far off. By 2015, Kanye had become a billionaire, off his creative vision alone. Yeezy sneakers sold out in minutes. The life of Pablo blurred gospel, trap, and performance art. And Kanye updated the album in real time on streaming platforms. No one had ever done that. He was creating, disrupting, evolving, and everyone else was just trying to keep up. He was creating, disrupting, evolving, and everyone else was just trying to keep up. His fashion line debuted at New York Fashion Week, drawing crowds and controversy. He declared his ambition to run for president, and people actually listened. Every tweet, every rant, every idea became headline news. Love him or hate him, Kanye wasn't just influencing culture, he was culture. Even in chaos, he was shaping the future, one bold move at a time. And the empire, it just kept expanding. Chapter 3, Cracks in the Crown. But genius comes with a cost. In 2016, while on tour for The Life of Pablo, Kanye had a very public breakdown, stopping mid-performance to rant about Jay-Z, Beyonce, and the industry. Before being hospitalized for a psychiatric emergency, the media called it a meltdown. Kanye said it was exhaustion, but the cracks were showing. In 2018, he visited TMZ and made a statement that stunned the world. Slavery was a choice. The backlash was immediate and brutal, but Kanye kept going. In 2020, he launched a presidential campaign, delivered an emotional rally in South Carolina, and tweeted erratically about his marriage, his family, and getting out of the sunken place. Supporters saw an artist spiraling. Critics saw a man burning everything he built. Tabloids feasted, fans were divided, and friends stayed silent. His marriage with Kim publicly unraveled. Every headline felt like another wound. Behind the spectacle, there was pain. Raw, unfiltered, and televised. Kanye wasn't just fighting the world, he was fighting himself. And the crown he once wore so boldly now seemed heavier than ever. Chapter 4. Cancellation. In 2022, things hit a new low. Kanye posted anti-Semitic tweets and doubled down in interviews. Within weeks, he was dropped by Adidas, Balenciaga, Gap, and Def Jam. His Yeezy empire collapsed almost overnight. Forbes removed him from the billionaire list. Estimates say Kanye lost over $1.5 billion in brand value in less than 48 hours. He was no longer seen as a misunderstood genius. He was a cautionary tale. The world turned away, and Kanye disappeared. His silence was louder than any rant. Once worshipped for pushing boundaries, he was now exiled for crossing them. The art couldn't protect him. The fame couldn't save him. He had built an empire from nothing and watched it crumble in real time. For the first time in decades, the spotlight was gone, and so was Ye. Chapter 5, Exile and Beyoncé. For most of 2023, Kanye went silent. No new music, no press, just blurry paparazzi shots with a new woman. Bianca Censori, his architectural designer turned wife. Bianca's futuristic outfits. Kanye's silence. It all felt like a strange performance piece. Was Kanye being controlled? Was he laying low? Or just done? Rumors swirled. Reddit threads exploded. No one knew what was going on. Then, in early 2024, out of nowhere, Kanye returned. A cryptic Instagram post. A listening party invite. No captions, no context. He emerged in masks, leather, and silence, letting the spectacle speak for itself. Bianca by his side, expressionless, like a living sculpture in his new vision. It wasn't just a comeback, it was a reintroduction, but the question lingered. Was the world ready to listen again? Chapter 6. Vultures. Vultures wasn't just an album, it was a statement. Released in collaboration with Ty Dolla $ign, Vultures Volume 1 featured appearances from Playboi Carti, Lil Durk, and even Kanye's daughter North West, who rapped on Talking. The album trended immediately. It debuted at #1 on Billboard. People weren't just talking about Kanye again, they were listening. Critics were split. Some said the old Kanye was gone. Others said he'd never left. But the numbers didn't lie. People still cared. And now Vultures Volume 2 is on the horizon. Kanye may be canceled, but he's not invisible. He thrives in controversy, feeds off attention like fuel. Each beat, each bar, felt like defiance wrapped in sound. Vultures wasn't just music, it was a resurrection dressed as rebellion. North West's feature wasn't cute, it was symbolic. The next generation had arrived. And with Volume 2 looming, the message was clear. Kanye's story isn't over. Chapter 7. What comes next? Kanye West is one of the most unpredictable, controversial, and influential artists of our time. He's broken barriers and burned bridges. He's inspired millions and alienated just as many. But through it all, one thing has never changed. People still pay attention. Whether it's through music, fashion, politics, or pure spectacle, Kanye forces culture to look, to react, to choose a side. Love him or hate him, you can't ignore him. And maybe that's the real power of Kanye West. From soul-sampling prodigy to fashion mogul, from stadium icon to industry exile. Kanye West has lived more lives than most artists could dream of. His rise was undeniable. His fall was public. And his rebirth, still unfolding. So the question isn't just, is Kanye back? It's, was he ever really gone? So what do you think? Is Kanye on his way to redemption? Or has his genius already peaked? Drop your thoughts in the comments and hit that subscribe button if you want more documentaries like this one, only on Celebrity Central.